9 days into the Libyan revolution, and finally the president speaks. He just did a few minutes ago. He sat Libya out until today. Why? Why not immediately stand up for freedom-loving youth in the Middle East? Why wait 9 days? Could it be oil? Oil has shot up 8% in one day because of the unrest there. Maybe he was trying not to make things worse. If he isn't going to say something because he's tired of the lovey-dovey democracy stuff, how about saying something about the American economy, because it's at stake? Gaddafi is now threatening to burn up the oil fields. Experts are predicting a worst-case scenario of $220 a barrel if that happens. And if he isn't going to say something because of the economy, maybe he should say something because of the blessed environment that he loves so much. Burning that much oil in the sands of the desert certainly won't help CO2 levels, and I hear the earth has a temperature. It is either about a dictator that needs to be taken out and people have a right to stand, or it is not. But I'm confused because people were mocked for standing what they believed in here in America by him. So there's something wrong here. It's not about oil because he in his own words has said the prices under his plan would necessarily skyrocket. Let me tell you something. If I were president 2 weeks ago, I would have said drill everywhere. You need a permit? Come on, get a permit. If you want people to be free and have democracy and you take out the keystone of freedom in the Middle East, if you take and destabilize the Freedom Arch so the whole Middle East can be on fire, there's a good chance that they'll burn the oil fields, and we better have a backup plan. He won't even recognize the youth in Iran and Libya, or the fact that the oil fields are on fire and we have no backup plan. While he has lifted the moratorium in the Gulf for drilling oil, thanks to Cass Sunstein, no new permits have been issued. Not one. Will the press ask him about that? There is another agenda going on. There's genocide, we hear, in Libya now, and he has to really ponder what to say on this one. He cheered. He practically called all of us at home and said, hey, Mubarak's got to go. He cheered the Egyptian youth that has now led to instability. We told you Egypt wasn't spontaneous. The Muslim Brotherhood and other groups were organizing. PBS and Frontline now have told you that as well. Everyone has told you that it was an exciting pro-democracy movement. It has destabilized the whole world. And this president was behind it all the way. So let's review. We have the Iranian uprising silent for 10 days. Nothing on Iran. Libya uprising silent 9 days. Egypt uprisings calling you, hey, this is great, huh? Even though the country, by nearly all accounts, is likely to fall into the hands of the Muslim Brotherhood, a sworn enemy of our only real friend in the Middle East. In the middle of all of that, the Obama administration is busy at the UN condemning our only friend in the Middle East, Israel, for what Hillary Clinton referred to as illegitimate settlements. Really? Israel is the focus of scorn, not Libya. Let me show you a quick look here at the freedom map in the Middle East. Here it is. Freedom map. Now, you see this little speck? That's the only place that is really free, Israel. And everyone else wants to destroy them. Israel has expressed high concern about the amount of militants and weapons now being smuggled into Gaza since the fall of Egypt. Well, who sold them the weapons? Egypt is saying they're being used against Israel. How many billions did I tell you just a little while ago were sold by Obama to Egypt in 2009? How many of them are now being smuggled to be used against Israel? What message are we sending? See, Social Security, you only have security if you can count on someone to catch you. I don't know where we stand anymore. Do you know where we stand on Israel? Are they a friend or are they a foe? Will we back them or not? Why is the president silent on the atrocities in Libya until today? Sure, he sends Hillary out, but where was he? What about Somalia? The president remains silent as the pirates murdered 4 Americans and opened fire on a U.S. warship. You can fire on American military now and the president doesn't give it notice? We don't hammer them back? Well, what message does that send? Oh, by the way, he might be busy. His wife just hired a personal shopper. What are these people thinking? Back to the rebellious kids, I guess. What's happening in Wisconsin? I mean, it's just those kids and workers, just like you. Obama was worried about the assault on the unions immediately, but not about the hippie dope radicals who are having Woodstock in the Capitol, whose MO is to bring down the U.S. and the free market. There are reports now of vandalism in the Wisconsin Capitol, and it is spreading. Is there nothing sacred? Who are we? The world has to know that what America stands for and who we are, and that they can count on American principles and values. We don't know them ourselves. We've destroyed our relationships with Great Britain and Egypt. We did that a long time ago. Now we learn that the last phone call that President Obama had with the Saudi Arabians ended in a huge disagreement. You can attack a warship and not worry about it because we were not going to do anything. Iran can send warships for the first time through the Suez Canal, and the president says zero. Who are our friends and who are our enemies? By the way we walk, I can't tell. We have a president who apparently loves instability and revolution. And that is the antithesis of those two words, social security.